Okay, let's cut. And back to 1, please.
You know, it looks much more realistic than what we were looking
I
at
think
before.
we're on a 35mm lens on a full frame camera. And, you know, we're 5.8 meters away and we're holding the wall without any more rain. I think that's pretty impressive.
About every quarter, we close the main stage down for a week to do pure R&D. This time we're doing an LED shootout, and we're testing some brand new tile from Planer. It's a 1.9 millimeter tile, so it's twice the resolution.
Part of why we're doing it in a motion control world so we can really compare and understand the advantages and disadvantages and where it makes the most sense. Go through our move, we pass by the fire and take a pretty steep angle at the wall. You don't see the color shift that you're used to seeing.
Some of the post-processing elements from Unreal are much more well-defined.
The resolution and the reality is only really limited by the technology you're using to project it and limited by the time that you spend building the environment.
It's amazing how much technology has changed in 3 months. You know, the previous LED was working great. Now when we see this, we can get the camera closer to the wall, we can get on wider lenses, less moire, and more importantly, this wall was specifically designed for virtual production. You can be 45 degrees and not see, you know, any color shifts in it.
Virtual production isn't going away because there are advantages to doing it. And, you know, my style is I really like to understand the technology of things because I think every little nuance that you know and understand is going to help you with the look that you're ultimately creating. So there was something about the tent when it was red and it was really flat to camera that just read to me as artificial. Well, what's crazy about Unreal is I just went up to Andy and I'm like, let's just get rid of the tent for a minute. And then the tent's out.
So you got rid of the tent?
That one is just killing me.
We just want to see a bunch of different versions or options for the tent, whether we're going to change colors or styles or... Yeah, I mean, it might just be that it's so bright and red if we go with a green or a dark blue.
Think it from a director's perspective. I want to change something, and what do we typically do in a practical world? We'll pick up the camera and try to find a place that fits what we're trying to do. In this particular environment, you can move anything. So it's arguably getting to a place where it's only limited by your imagination.
I like the green better. Is this the same tent?
Same tent.
Amazing. Okay, let's go back to 1, please. If we built a campsite in the studio and we didn't like the tent color, I hope the art department has another tent on hand, you know, because they changed it in about 10 seconds.
This is a new technology that every person making film should be looking at. It's really game-changing. I don't look at it as it's going to replace other things. It's just another tool in your toolbox, but it really just gives you tons and tons of options in a much more controlled environment.
The freedom that this tool gives to filmmakers who might not have the big Hollywood budgets to dream and to come up with ideas that just 5-10 years ago wouldn't have been affordable or attainable, and now it is.
Can we go to daytime, please? All right, run it.